Today I'm going to show you guys how Amazon protects food loads from being tampered with. In order to prevent tampering, we get seals. Those are plastic pieces of plastic that do seal. Two parts come together and they prevent someone from coming into a trailer. I left with this seal from Hagerstown, Maryland. I went through the gate. This is a anti-tampering device. This trailer is protected from someone entering this trailer, and it works like this. I pop it right open. Today I'm going to show you what I'm carrying. We have some time because I'm running a dry load today, so I can pop the trailer open and show you guys what I'm carrying. I'm gonna lock it up so nobody locks me out of my trailer. Nobody locks me inside of my trailer. We're gonna enter the trailer and I'm gonna show you what I'm carrying. At the end of the trailer, in the very front, there is a load. This is a load I'm carrying from Hagerstown, Maryland, into New York City, into Bronx. I have one single pallet, although technically speaking, this is a two-stop trip. I'm taking it to this warehouse, UNY2, which is a relatively new run for Amazon. I guess I'm carrying Gatorade. I see some cookies here. I guess kids juices and some other stuff. This is 53-foot trailer. I'm supposed to fit 26 of those. I have one. I'm doing round trip just like most guys, most contractors, most carriers carrying food for Amazon. I'm doing round trip because otherwise there is really no money in those runs, and I can explain you later why. But guys, I mean, this is 53-foot trailer, and all the way in the front of the trailer I have one pallet. So as I say, technically I was supposed to make two stops, one in Bronx, one in Long Island, but today I only have one pallet. You've seen the seal, how it was sealed. I went with the seal through the gate in Hagerstown. I got checked out and I continued on my way. I popped those seals with my hand. I open them and everybody else does too. They just don't work. This is how I lock up my load. Two padlocks, one on each side. This way I know nobody's going to tamper with. This doesn't work. I have plenty of those. Sometimes I lose them on the road. Sometimes they do click, but even if they do click and lock, I can pull them, jerk them off. Most of the time they don't lock, and I just simply lose them as I drive. So when I arrive to the next destination, trailer is pretty much wide open. Sometimes I go stop at the rest area and the lock is missing. I'm gonna show you here. I have spares. This is how it works. So okay, let's analyze today's trip. I have one pallet. In order to get that pallet, I drove from Bayonne, New Jersey into Hagerstown, Maryland. That's probably, I don't even know, 250 miles trip. It took 2 hours to load this pallet. I was at the dock door for 2 hours. So 2 hours they were loading this pallet. Technically the trip has 2 stops. UNY2, UNY4. UNY2 is Bronx, UNY4 is Long Island, Bethpage, Long Island. So, as I was leaving Hagerstown, well, actually, I arrived to Hagerstown 20 minutes later than I was supposed to. I was supposed to arrive at 1300. I was purposely late. I arrived, I don't want to be too late, but I was late. I was, I think, 13:30 or something like that. The point of this is, I'm heading into New York City. This lane is very poorly scheduled, and I'm gonna swallow all the rush hour traffic if I leave on time. And this is everyday thing. But that's not really the biggest thing. So, 13:30, I arrived at the warehouse. They started loading me. The process took 2 hours to load 1 pallet. Technically, I have a trip with 2 stops. I'm getting paid for 2 stops. I'm getting paid extremely little this time. Pretty much with every trip, it gets less and less. We're getting paid less and less. And I'm gonna explain why. But in the meantime, today, pretty much first time in weeks or maybe even months, as I was leaving Hagerstown, I received a phone call from ROC, Relay Operations Center, Amazon Relay Operations Center. And oh my God, to my surprise, first time in weeks or probably months, I spoke to a guy, to an American guy. I spoke to a guy who speaks English. Really. ROC is outsourced into India. Most of those people do not speak English. Even if they speak English, you cannot understand them. They play Indian music, they have kids screaming in the background, they cooking dinner, they watching movies, whatever the hell they're doing, they're not listening to you or they don't care about you. You cannot understand them, they cannot really understand you. It's voice over IP transmission. So much ambient noise. I have amazing Bluetooth headphones, trackers headphones. They cost like $200, $250. They're amazing noise cancelling headphones. I cannot hear those people. I cannot understand those people. They cannot understand me. They cannot hear me. And most importantly, they have no idea what I do. What I'm carrying, where I'm coming from, where I'm going. All they care is why are you late? And pretty much that's it. What's your reason for delay? You know? Once you start explaining things to them, they have absolutely no idea. They push you over hours, HOS service hours. They make you take trips for free, and they threaten you that you're gonna get penalized for it. And I have proof of all of that. Last week they dispatched me 2 trips. One was 250 miles, one was, I don't even know how much, maybe 100 miles. For one they offered me $60. For the other one they offered me $170, which the $60 one usually gets paid around $2,000. The 250 mile one usually gets paid $3,500. So they expected me to do it for $170, and they threatened me that I'm gonna get penalized for it, and I did. They gave me negative feedback on Relay, and I'm being blocked from Prime loads. But that's all small potatoes, I swear to you guys. I mean, you saw that seal. It's a piece of plastic. At one end, there is something very small, something like a headphone jack. It's supposed to click into the other part. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it doesn't. Even if it clicks, I can rip it out, rip it open, and anybody else can. So whenever I get a chance, I remove those things and put my padlocks on it. At least if I go at the rest stop to use facilities or to grab something from a vending machine, at least I know nobody's tampering with my load. I mean, 2 heavy padlocks, hardened padlocks are gonna do the job. Other truckers would get suspicious if somebody started grinding those off or something, you know. So this is something that gives a little bit of a peace of mind, but not a piece of plastic that doesn't click. And believe it or not, I received a bill of lading, and there is a seal number on it and everything. So they do pretend that they do keep track of those seals. Sometimes there is guard trucks that will ask you, did you seal your trailer? Most of them don't, but some will ask. Some will see it on a camera that you do have it sealed. They won't even ask, and most of them just don't give a shit. But okay, even if that seal worked for me, okay, if that little piece of plastic, which even if you cannot rip it with your hand, you will cut it with the smallest plier possible, and then like $1 store pliers will cut those things open. Even if this worked, I'm arriving, let's say I have a 2-stop trip. I'm arriving to UNY2, for example. Before I arrive, I need to open my doors. Some places have a yard jockey, which if you notify the guard shack, they're gonna call jockey, jockey's gonna come over, and he's gonna cut the seal open for you. In some warehouses, takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes, sometimes it takes even half an hour. You need to make multiple requests, multiple calls, you need to try to find somebody. They just don't want to work. So even if the guy shows up, you may be blocking traffic in a warehouse for up to, let's say, half an hour. People fucking hate this. Some warehouses are so busy, there is 5, 6, 7 trucks coming at once. There is 10, 15 trucks trying to maneuver among each other into parking spaces and this and that. It's like crazy house, you know. So if you're sitting down in the middle of the yard waiting for a jockey, they're gonna yell the hell out of you. They're gonna curse the hell out of you. You cannot be doing this. It just doesn't work this way. So most of us carry some kind of a bolt cutters or pliers or something. I do too. So okay, even if that seal works, I'm going through the gate, sealed up. I need to cut the lock myself. I need to pop the door open myself. I can go into the trailer. I can do whatever the hell I want. I still have access to my trailer. This still prevents nothing and nobody from doing anything, you understand? It's a cheap piece of plastic that's a failed design. It just doesn't work. But Amazon thinks those protect food product and other product from being tampered with. Let's say prevent driver from going into a trailer and tampering with a load, or from wherever the trailer is left unattended, that it's going to protect from somebody like third party or passerby from getting into the load. Doesn't work. Failed design of a device and that's it. It just doesn't fucking work. But even if it worked, it's not strong enough to withhold anything. That's a fail. So I'd rather put two of my own padlocks on it, pop this piece of plastic off, the sooner the better really. Sometimes I just go through the gate in Hagerstown, and as soon as I'm out of the gate I pull over to the side of the highway and just replace it with padlocks. At least I trust my padlocks that nobody's gonna tamper with the load, nobody's gonna touch it. I'm going to tell you a little story. I used to work, most of my life I used to do construction, general construction, plumbing, electric, HVAC, and general construction and remodeling. I live in New Jersey, beyond New Jersey. Recently, a couple years back, I got divorced. I decided to go work for somebody else for a while. So I went to work for this guy. His name is Marek Mickiewicz. Company is called Marek's and Son Construction Company in Bayonne, New Jersey. They mostly employ illegals. Pretty much every guy that works there is illegal. There is like one or two guys that figure on the books just to make the company appear that it has legal employees. So all of them are sort of, to one extent, they are immigrants. Vast majority of them is illegals. Anyway, when I first asked for a job, he said, okay, fine, come, I will give you a job, you will do this, you will do that. Since I'm skilled in many trades, so I was doing electric, plumbing, central air conditioning, stuff like that, heating. I had the tools, I had the knowledge, I had the expertise, so what the hell, you know. There was this guy, illegal Polish immigrant. His name is Krzysztof Przekop. He has no green card, no citizenship, nothing. He's like, I don't know, 5'10", something like that. Extremely small guy, skinny guy. There is, I don't know how to tell you that. Is he twisted? Is he sick? Mentally challenged? Is he just a freak? Whatever this is, he's doing some ridiculously stupid things. He's watching. Well, I cannot say for sure because I didn't check the IDs on the girls, but it appears that he's watching underage porn on the job, like kids pornography. He's watching sex with animals, like Chinese people having sex with like pigs, goats, sheep, and all of this. I mean, the most disgusting things you would imagine he's watching. I mean, the sick things. He's watching sick things, and he's doing it on a job. But that's really not what I want to direct your attention to. One day we were doing bathroom remodeling for a lady. She's a widow, her husband passed away young. She's a mother of, I don't know, 3 or 4 daughters. The kids back then were like high school, now probably they're in college. All girls, I'm not sure, 3 or 4. Anyway, one day I caught this guy in lady's bedroom with her underwear in his hand, jacking off into her underwear. I mean, he was playing with himself, pleasing himself, and he had her underwear, her pair of her panties wrapped around his business. I freaked out. I had no idea what to do. I ran into the kitchen. I grabbed the paper towel. I ripped the pair of panties from his hand. I told him to put his shit together, zip up, put his business away, zip himself up, and I escorted him out of the premises. I notified my boss. I was thinking something is gonna get done with this. For the rest of the day, he didn't show up. Maybe 2 days later, I caught him in the daughter's bedroom, going through drawers. I swear to God, I mean, those kids were like 17, maybe 16. Kids, really, kids, you understand? I kicked him out of the premises again. Like, I mean, guys, I mean, seriously, he's like 5'10", maybe, I don't know, 110 pounds, 120 pounds. I'm 6'4". I'm 240 pounds. I work construction all my life. I mean, should have, I could have. I regret not doing, but I swear to God, I should have done more. You understand? I should have done more. But at least I escorted the guy out of the premises. I've done more than any other worker from the company did, because those were not isolated accidents. They were for me because I've never worked with those people before. I had no idea what the deal is over there, how sick of a personality can be working in people's houses, can be allowed access to people's houses with sick, deviated, twisted tendencies, you know. I mean, somebody to play with himself and please himself into somebody's underwear, I swear to God. Anyway, so I did my part. Nobody else did, but at least I tried. Coronavirus came up. I wasn't working for the company much longer. It was about, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or so, when I met this guy on the street. Back then, he was in process of making arrangements with a woman to get married. She was a citizen, naturalized citizen. They were going to get married so he can get green card. So the sick, deviated individual is making paid arrangements with someone to give him green card benefits so he can stay in this country and do more of those things, you know, things like that. Anyway, I met this guy like months ago on the street, and he discussed me. I don't want to really talk to him or anything, but we met on the sidewalk face to face, so I'm like, dude, are you getting any help? Are you seeking help? You seeking medical, help? You seeing a doctor or something like that? He's like, no, I don't need anything. I'm good. I am the way I am. This and that, you know. He doesn't think there is anything wrong with him. And as I was getting ready to leave, he told me that. So I told him, like, this is sick what you're doing. I mean, you had ladies' underwear, wrapped around your business, and you are pleasing yourself. This is freak. Nobody does this, you know. This is outrageous, you know. So he's like, you know what? This is nothing. One day I was there, you weren't there, and he tells me that. And that he jacked off he ejaculated into ladies' sour cream. He went into a fridge, he put his business in ladies' sour cream, and he ejaculated himself. I swear to God, I was ready to vomit, you know. I mean, how fucking sick, twisted, deviated you have to be, you know. There is sick freaks out there. You guys really need to understand this. Wherever you go, you need to be vigilant. You need to have your eyes open. You need to have your ears open. People do things. People say things. People exhibit certain behaviors that gives you an idea that they have issues. Some of those issues may be mental. Some of those issues may be developmental. But in some cases, it's just pure fucking sickness, you understand? They are freaks, deviated, twisted, freaks, perverted. They have perverted tendencies, you know. I'm telling you the story in order to bring your attention to something else. Let's circle around to those seals. On more than one occasion, I saw a guy from the company his employer is a contracted company with Amazon through Mike Atkinson. Mike Atkinson is a refer transfer program manager. He handles pretty much all food, refrigerated stuff, especially all lanes pretty much all around the area here in New York. Anything coming out of Hagerstown, New York City, going to Miami, North Carolina, Virginia. He handles all of those lanes. And the point is, he contracted with this company called Harrisburg Logistics. Those are go-to guys. If there is something fishy needs to be done, they are the guys who are going to do it. They violate hours. Their drivers use drugs. They falsify records. A lot, like loads of safety violations and ethics violations, all of this. Everybody says they give Mike Atkinson bribes. How many, how much, how many, how often, what are the amounts, nobody really knows. But Mike Atkinson goes out of his way to dispatch loads to those people, so in order to stuff their pockets. And today's load is kind of an example of this. I'm carrying one pallet. This stuff is really not worth much. A couple $100, let's say, you know. Round trip for me, it's about 550, 570, close to 600 miles. So I have to drive about 600 miles round trip to deliver this one pallet to Bronx. Because nothing comes out of New York City. You can't get a load coming out of New York City going south, going to Hagerstown. Most of the carriers run empty this way. So we come back loaded, but we run up empty. Everybody does the same thing. And Harrisburg does the same thing, because the lanes that they contracted with, there is nothing that can come. So in one day, they performing about 18 hours worth of driving and on-duty combination, where only 14 hours combination is allowed. Up to 11 hours of drive, and in total up to 14 hours of on-duty and driving combination. Those guys are doing about 18 hours. I know because I've done the same routes. For them it's illegal, for me it is legal. Because we come from a different standpoint of view. I'm an owner-operator, they are company drivers. So the law differentiates that, because as I'm coming empty, I'm not earning, I'm losing money. So Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration allows me not to clock in if I'm running empty. I'm going to get a load, I'm traveling empty with no load, I'm not earning. Therefore I'm allowed to not to clock. This is a law. But Harrisburg Logistics drivers earn money. They earn their salary, they earn their hourly pay as they drive, even if they empty. Therefore they're violating the law, because they have to log. So it is very, very illegal for them to do this trip. Like Mike Atkinson doesn't care, and Amazon doesn't care. They are very well aware that Harrisburg Logistics is doing this, but they do not care. The deal is so lucrative for Mike Atkinson, the kickbacks that he's getting, he's not gonna interfere with anything, and he will not do anything to stop this, you know. I mean, some drivers are claiming the company is getting as much as 8,000 per run, 7,000, 6,500. It's really hard to say exact numbers. Regular carrier will get about 1,700 on a slow day, 3,500 on a good day for the same lane. So there is a tremendous difference, you know? But anyway, on more than one occasion, I witnessed one of the drivers tampering with the loads. I mean, listen, don't take me wrong. I'm not saying this guy is jacking off into a load, but I witnessed packages being opened. I witnessed seals on packages being broken. And I carry the same products, I do the same lanes, so I know any product that comes out of AJC1 in Hagerstown, this is all brand new factory sealed product. There is no need for load to be open. There is no need for seals to be broken on food packages. Everything is brand shiny new. So, I mean, here we are. I've seen guy opening packages. I've seen guy behaving strangely in the side of this trailer. I've seen him touching products. I mean, one of the occasions it was very early in the morning. It was like 5:30 in the morning. It was just sun started to rise. It was like halfway dark. It's really hard to see what he's doing. I don't know. He's going into bacon. All right. Is he jacking off into food? I don't know. Is he putting his boogers on top of the boxes? Listen, I have no idea what he's doing. The one thing for sure is there is no need. There's no need to touch the food product. There is no need to touch the boxes. There's no need to open. I know for sure some carriers take products home. That they do. And to be honest with you, I don't blame them. They get paid extremely little, and so do I. There is a lot of carriers they don't tamper with products. There is a lot of carriers that don't take product home. I personally only take what Amazon gives it to me, and they do give it to me. Last week, it was Sunday. Actually, the load finished on Saturday, but I was distributing the load on Sunday. I got 12 pallets of brand new products to donate to charity. One of the warehouses refused to accept the load. It arrived out of their appointment window, that's what they call it. So basically there was a guy who was too lazy to unload it. To load it onto shelves, because I unloaded and I bring it to a facility. But they refused to accept it. So I ended up with 12 pallets of product. I called ROC, I contacted Mike Atkinson, I contacted HSC1. I wanted to know what to do with the product. Nobody wanted it, nobody responded. I created a case. I called, I texted people, nobody wanted to have anything to do with this. So finally I just opened up the case in support center and I told them, I need my trailer available for next run. Either you tell me what to do with this product, where to bring it, or I'm gonna have to donate it in order to have my trailer free up for the next run. Nobody answered overnight, nobody answered the next day. So on Sunday I got in touch with a charity in New Jersey. Pastor came over from a church, we made a deal. We made arrangements. So I took the load into Hudson County in New Jersey. The pastor called local PD. PD came over police department came over to help out. They escorted me into a proper spot because the streets over there are narrow. They cleared up a parking spot so load can safely get unloaded and quickly and in timely fashion, so nothing gets spoiled, nothing gets destroyed, and that's exactly what we've done. So 12 pallets, about $50,000 worth of food went into a donation last Sunday. The following Tuesday, it was a similar case with 4 pallets of frozen. Facility also refused to accept it, different facility refused to accept it. I had nothing to do with the same story. I contacted everybody I could. Nobody wanted the product, nobody admitted to wanting the product. I had no choice but to donate it. So probably about additional $20,000 worth of product was donated. So within 1 week I donated about $70,000, $70,000 of product to charity. Brand new shiny product, brand new food products. How Amazon makes money, I have no idea. But believe me, people in Hudson County in New Jersey are happy that Amazon is donating products. Anyway, guys, seriously, 1 pallet, let's say 600 miles trip to bring 1 pallet into Bronx. Load, I was scheduled to be there at 1300, so 1 p.m. If I would leave on schedule around 2 p.m., I would have swallowed the entire rush hour traffic into New York City. The later you leave from there, heading towards New York City, the better. The best lanes are those that live around 2000, 2100, even 2200 works. Anything later, if you have two stops, you're catching traffic on the way out of New York City because you live in New York City in the morning hours, 6, 7, 8 in the morning. So you're catching all the traffic going the other direction. I mean, guys, poor planning, poor English, inability to understand US laws, inability to understand US trucking laws, rules, regulations. Guys, seriously, guy doesn't know what I'm carrying, what's Amazon Fresh. Guys from India, they don't know. Food product, what food product? What's a reefer? What is it? What is a reefer? What is a refrigerated trailer? They have no idea what it is. They have no idea what to do with it. Guys, seriously, I need to drive it. I need to operate it. I need to navigate it safely. I need to handle the product with care. I need to be clean. I need to have clean hands. Somebody's gonna eat those things. Somebody's gonna put those products in their mouth. They're gonna feed those products to the kids. I don't want nobody to be jacking off into a load. I don't want no boogers on the load. God only knows what the hell. If the guy is hungry and he takes some stuff because he's hungry, because he's been on the road for 18 hours with no break allowed, then whatever, have something to eat. God bless, But if he's doing something wrong, something illegal, something immoral, something suspicious, that should be investigated. Listen, no average Joe buys a product from Amazon Fresh. Everything is overpriced. Some prices are double, sometimes prices are even freaking triple. No average person shops Amazon Fresh. So those are high-end people. Those are rich people. Those are influential people. We're bringing product into New York City. Come on. New York City metro area, 12 million people. There is judges, there is politicians, there is Wall Street executives, there bank executives. There is lawyers. Come on, educated people. Professors. All of this. We bring products to pretty much to our elite. God forbid. I swear. You understand? I swear to you. God forbid. If ever turns out that somebody's doing something wrong, some tampering with a product, some dirty, twisted tactics, games, whatever the fuck the people are playing, God forbid, God forbid. Well, the lawsuit itself, it's whatever, But imagine there is somebody's eating a product that has somebody's semen in it, because the driver is sick freak and he's jacking into a load or something like that. Sick, I swear to God, because Amazon is not able to provide proper seals or properly execute the loads, properly check if the load was even locked, if the seal was even locked when leaving the Hagerstown. But even if the seal is intact when you arriving to the first location, nobody receives the trailer as you go into the second location. Once you cut the seal, even if the seal did work and you did put it on properly and you work, after you cut it at first location, you're traveling to the second location with your trailer wide open. So that's why the padlocks come in. I have 4 padlocks, all master key on one key. If I need to lock up, sometimes I need to lock up a glad hand at the drop-off point because they want to make sure you're not going to move the truck. I have all the equipment that I need to prevent tampering, to keep my load clean, to prevent theft and all of this. Listen. Yes, I'm a clean guy. I'm 43. I'm going to be 44 soon. I'm a single father. I'm a clean guy. I believe in God and all of this. I would do nothing like that. But you need to realize there is deviated people out there. There is sick people out there. There is freaks out there. You need to do everything possible to make sure the product arrives to the destination safe, clean, and untampered with. I mean, really, piece of plastic. Maybe they save 5 cents on it, maybe 2 cents. Maybe it even costs the same as some other product. And somebody bought this product doesn't work, but they think it does. And they turning the blind eye on all of this, you know. We're not carrying Amazon freight. We're not carrying packages of merchandise. We're carrying Amazon Fresh. We're carrying food. We're carrying things people gonna eat. Those things supposed to be clean. Those things supposed to be safe. Those things supposed to be sanitary. You know, I mean, please. I'm telling you right now. Obviously, I can't even afford to shop at Amazon Fresh because I'm a truck driver for Amazon. We get paid so little that you wouldn't even believe me. But I would never, even if I could afford it, I would never. Knowing what I know, seeing how the food is handled, how Mike Atkinson handles food lanes, what he allows people to do, how loads arrive to destination out of 10 reefer loads. Sometimes, I mean, listen, some people are more intelligent than others. Sometimes there is a load. You're supposed to transport it at 33 degrees, but it turns out it's a frozen load. When you go into a trailer and you see trailer loaded with ice cream, you know it's a frozen load. You need to quickly adjust your trailer's temperature, you know, to prevent the load. More often, we are told to pre-cool the trailer to -10. We arrive with trailer -10. I look in the trailer after being loaded, and it turns out it's a refrigerated product. I'm supposed to be at 33 degrees. I need to pull over on the side of the highway. I need to pop the doors open. I need to put the heat on. I'm heating up my trailer in a hurry to prevent a product from spoiling. I'm a single father. I shop. I go to supermarkets. I know what product is. I know where do I put my product. Should I put it in my refrigerator? Should I put it in my freezer? You know, I know what things are and what temperature they're supposed to be transported. You know, some other people don't. On the book, in a relay, it says you transport it at -10, and that's it. You don't even look in the trailer. There is yogurt, there is sour cream that arrives frozen. Things that mayo arrives frozen to Amazon, which should never be frozen. Mayo tells you right on a box, on a jar, do not freeze. I mean, they're spoiling food left and right. And the most important part is the managers at the drop-offs, they themselves have no freaking idea what this load should be, where does it go, you know? Nobody checks temperature, nobody measures the temperature's product, nobody looks at the trailer. Like, when I pull in, there's like, I try to grab somebody's attention, bring them to the front of my trailer, I show them display before I pop the doors open, because there is this guy in Brooklyn. I had a bad experience over there. I arrived with a 33 degree refrigerated load. It was like 110 degrees. He told me to back into the dock. They don't have a warehouse over there. They just unload into open air. So he told me to back in, pop my door open before he scratches his ass, before there is a guy over there who smokes marijuana right on the job. Like, he does drugs, he smokes, like right there on the job. He's a junkie. So before this guy finished loading himself up with drugs and all of this, the trailer got heated up, the product got heated up, the product was sitting for like an hour and a half at the dock, and later on tells me the product is out of temp and he's gonna throw it in the garbage, and he's trying to blame it on me. I'm like, dude, it was 33 right on the dot when I was popping the trailer door open. This is it. One of the guys, actually, the guy who was unloading, he confirmed it because he was standing by the edge of my trailer and talking to me as William was yelling to pop the trailer open. So he knew. So he knew. So he told William, but William wouldn't have it. He said, I destroyed the product, you know. Later on, 15-20 minutes, I told him, listen, fuck it. Go look at the cameras. Go take a clock. Go see how long the product has been sitting in 110 degrees, you know. In a heat, in a scorching heat on an open dock. Just go fucking look at the cameras. Like 15-20 minutes later, he came over. He's like, I'm so sorry. Okay, I don't give a fuck about you. Sorry, you just wasted $50,000 worth of product. Product is gonna go to the garbage, you know. He's like, oh, I don't care. It's a write-off. It's a tax write-off. I mean, come on. There is areas where people are starving, you know. This year, because of the drought, we're gonna have 30% less food than we had last year. The production is gonna be 30% less. Guys, you cannot be wasting fucking product like that because somebody is a fucking moron, you know. It's not working out, I'm telling you. Whoever buys a product from Amazon, especially food product, well, I'm referring to food products here, they opening themselves up to foodborne diseases, to diarrhea, to upset stomachs, all of this, because really there's so much product that is either dirty or it was for a prolonged time out of proper temperature, it wasn't stored properly, it wasn't transported properly, it was tampered with, it was dropped, it was they throw those things around, like really, like it was mishandled. I mean, you would never. I mean, what Mike Atkinson allows, I mean, what flies here doesn't fly in any other company. Other companies have their own reefers. They have company drivers. They have supervisors. Everything is supervised. Every seal is checked. Every paperwork is checked. They have reefer temperatures are satellite controlled throughout entire process, throughout the entire transport. You know that the product didn't get out of temp. Satellite controls your reefer. You have proof, you have printouts, all of this, you have e-logs, you have everything, you know. Amazon is refusing to invest excuse me. Amazon is trying to make shitload of money, but refusing to invest in equipment. I've offered so many solutions. I offered so many problem solving tweaks, like small tweaks really can change a lot here. Atkinson is reviewing everything. He claims that deal he has with Harrisburg Logistics is so lucrative for him that he will never quit it. He will never. That's not his product. This is Amazon's product. He doesn't care for the product. All he cares about his money. How much kickbacks he's getting, how much bribe he's getting. That's all he cares. He does not care about anything else. Really, guys, not cool. Not cool. People gonna eat those things. People gonna feed those things to their kids. Not nice. Not cool. Believe me. Frozen products that were not supposed to be frozen. Hot products that were supposed to be frozen. Then later they are refrozen. Oh my God! You know how many people have died from products that they got defrosted and then later were frozen again. There's a lot of products that not supposed to. Once you defrost them, either you use them or you toast them. You cannot be doing this. I mean, the stuff that goes on in Amazon, how they handle those food lanes, how they people transport those products. It's ridiculous. You would never, I swear to you, would never buy anything from Amazon Fresh if you knew how it arrives. If you knew how dirty the facilities are. Oh my God, there is a woman. She's a young woman at UNY4. Guys, I mean, this girl is so fucking dirty, like dirty fucking clothes. She has knee pads, like she's fucking going to shove manure out of the horse stables or something. She fucking rolls around on the ground in the dirt, in the dust. When she's talking to you, she's melodramatic. She's, oh my God. You would never think that a dirty person in dirty clothes like that can be working Amazon handling your food, like disgustingly dirty gloves and fingernails and all this. I mean, you would never. I mean, you would fucking puke if you knew all of. If you knew what I knew, if you knew what I know, you wouldn't. You would never. I mean, believe me. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two, and that's really how it is. I'm not shopping Amazon Fresh, and I would never, even if I could afford it, really. But anyway, bottom line, guys, seriously, you need to prevent fucking load tampering. You have to. There is sick people out there that will do anything. They will steal your load. They will tamper with your load. They're gonna fucking ejaculate into your load. There is people like that. They do exist. You're doing nothing to protect the public. Doing nothing. You're giving them spoiled food, expired food, food out of temp. You're giving them belly aches. You're giving them fucking diarrhea. You're giving them foodborne diseases, and they don't even know what hit them. They would never expect it from Amazon. A $1 trillion company, you would never expect it from Amazon. One single guy who does not do his job. He has no idea what refrigerated transport is about. He came from different company. He's a career paper pusher. He came from C.H. Robinson, I think, then from a Coyote Transport, which is basically UPS. They don't really handle food, so he has no idea about food and food-related safety and how they're supposed to be transported, how clean people are supposed to be, like the whole etiquette, how it should be handled. He has no idea about that, and he's so greedy that really for bribes, for kickbacks, he's gonna destroy Amazon Fresh. He's really doing his part. I mean, I don't know. Is he sabotaging it? Is he doing it on purpose? Is he just fucking sick and twisting himself? I mean, seriously. He's creating fake loads just to stuff Harrisburg Logistics pockets. One pallet, 2 pallets, one stop, 1/3 of the pallet to one stop, 1/3 of the pallet to a second stop, just to justify a run. Just so the run does exist, and so Harrisburg Logistics make money. Out of control. People really, how they making money, how much profit is on those things, I have no idea, and to be honest with you, I am not sure if I want to find out, because they seem to be making a killing. If they like today, there is 3 or 4 loads coming out of HSC1 going the same lane, same direction as I'm going. They probably carrying 1 pallet each also, because those were pre-scheduled a couple days in advance. Some Indian guy from India decided that non-speaking English guy from India decided that there might be a run worth running, you know? And because probably Atkinson told him to create a run, and they did. And in some cases, Harrisburg Logistics refuses the run because their driver refuses to show up to work because he realizes the lane is violating HOS, and he's gonna have to fake paperwork and fake logs and falsified paperwork. So some of the drivers either quit, some don't show up to work, and there is a lot of commotion. I know all the details. But anyway, the loads do cascade down to relay load board. They get forwarded to regular carriers and they are executed by regular carriers. For fraction of a price, we're doing the same. Well, actually, we're doing way more than Harrisburg Logistics does for them. And we're keeping the product clean. you know. There is no other driver, there is no other carrier that has spotted tampering with the loads. At least not in a twisted, disgusting way. I know the guys take loads, take products home. I do know that, and I don't blame them. I'm telling you right now, I don't blame them. They're not getting paid enough. I'm not getting paid enough. This part, if Amazon is okay with it, I'm okay with it. But I'm not okay with tampering with the loads, doing disgusting, sick, deviated fucking things with the food product. That part I'm not okay with. I know Harrisburg Logistics sells loads. They, whatever that gets rejected, if the loads get rejected, they have a underground network of people that they sell it to. I guess those are delis or some small stores or whatever. They give it like some symbolic things to the drivers to keep their mouth shut, but the vast majority of the product gets sold for money, for profit. You know. This is. I told Atkinson that I know about it. He didn't comment on it. I told him I'm donating mine rejected loads because I have nothing to do with it. He didn't comment on that, so I did end up donating to charity, and pretty much this is the right thing to do. Because after product being out of chain of command for a day or two, you know, I know my product is clean. I know my product is fresh. I padlocked my trailer, I locked it up, my referees was working all the time. Product was never out of temp, never spoiled, never out of the trailer really. So I knew product is clean. I donated it to good people, beautiful, clean people who gonna eat clean, fresh product. Because I acted quickly, because I refused to trash the product. And I also refused to sell it. I could have made a tremendous profit on it. Could have made up for some of the money that I lost, because there's a lot of trips that I didn't get paid for. There is a lot of money that was stolen from me by Amazon, because they cheat on every trailer, they take every trip, they steal a portion of the payout from you. You don't even, in most cases, you don't even know about it. I don't know about it. But I mean, I could have made some money on it, but it didn't even cross my mind. I just wanted to donate the product when it was still fresh, clean, and I donated it to people who deserve the product. So that's how it is. Guys, I swear to you, do something to prevent load tampering, to prevent sick things from being done to the loads with loads or whatever. Do something about lanes timing, because anything New York City bound needs to leave at night. Product needs to move at night. It's easier on the carriers also. It's better on equipment. It's better on traffic. It's easier on the reefer units. It's easier on everybody. And believe me, from the traffic standpoint of view, night runs, food runs into New York City, any run really into New York City, but especially food runs, they need to travel at night. Nothing heading towards New York City metro area should be leaving Hagerstown sooner than 2000. This is probably when the first load should be coming up. I've done those lanes dozens of times, probably. I have 5-6 months of traveling those lanes. I know every lane, I know every manager, I know every facility, I know how the procedures are. Every warehouse has a different procedure. I know all of them. Really, you need to pull your head out of your ass. I told Atkinson that many times. He don't listen. He don't listen. I mean, listen. If the guy is gonna get fired, nobody's gonna care. But this guy should end up in jail. Really. I mean, 18, 19, 20, 21 hour trips, no break, when only up to 14 hours is allowed. They have loads nowadays going upwards of 31 hours. 31 fucking hours. No rest. No rest break, no rest, nothing. And later you get penalized if carrier picks up this trip and he doesn't execute on time, or he tries to catch a short nap or something and he gets caught, he's gonna get blocked from relay, he's gonna face penalties and all of this. Really, I mean, brace. Those people are fucking brace, really. Law clearly states up to 11 hours of drive, up to 14 hours including drive and on duty. So up to 14 hours combination of duty time. Those guys doing 18, 19, 20, 21, up to 30 fucking 1 hours. No break, no sleep. Yes, I've done it. I've tested those lanes. I've done it. I have proof. I have e-logs. I have the evidence that's needed for court purposes. I have all of it. 5 to 6 months right now I was traveling those lanes on purpose just to show you guys how Amazon is handling food products, or actually mishandling them, how you get cheated, how carriers get cheated, how you eating product that was spoiled and you're paying sometimes double or triple for it, how dirty the facilities are. I have pictures, I have e-logs, I have screenshots, I have all the evidence that's needed, guys. I mean, you would never. If you knew how Mike Atkinson handles food products, how he transports them, how facilities look, what kind of people are allowed to handle your product, you will never buy from those people again. Never ever. I swear to you. Safety first. Safety. There is freaks, there is sick, twisted, deviated fucking people out there. Be vigilant. Be vigilant. Be safe. Be vigilant, guys. Whenever possible, try to do something about it. Notify a supervisor or something. I know. It's bullshit. It doesn't work. Nobody listens. You can't really contact the authorities because nobody would listen. Also, you have no evidence, so they're gonna look at you like a fucking stupid or something. But tampering does exist. Theft does exist. Products arrive out of temp. Products arrive that were not supposed to be put on a shelf anymore because they got spoiled. They are put on a shelf and people are eating them. One individual incapable of doing his job, really. He doesn't care, he doesn't want to care, or he just doesn't want to work, I don't know. But he's doing it wrong if he's doing it, or he's not doing it at all. As I say, I mean, most carriers will take it upon themselves to protect the product, to put padlocks on it to protect it. But most don't. Most don't care. They get paid and that's it. Money comes in, they are happy. Product is not their product, not their worry, not their headache. Off to the next trip, off to the next goal. Seriously. I don't know how far it's gonna go, how long it's gonna last, but you would never ever imagine what goes on in those places, what goes on with your food, what goes on in Mike Atkinson's head, why is he destroying Amazon Fresh, why is he sabotaging Amazon altogether. I have no idea. I mean, if this guy doesn't end up in jail, then there is a serious problem here. I really think he's doing it out of either he's just lazy and he doesn't want to do it, or he's doing it on purpose because there is really no other explanation. You have a job, you're getting paid for it. Do it once, do it right, or don't do it at all. So I don't know if he should be replaced, he should be put in jail, or he should resign, whatever. He should get medical attention, medical help, psychological help. I don't know what his problem is, but somebody needs to start looking into this. I mean, safety of the public, safety of the customers, and help of the customers is on the line here. And those customers are really our elite. This is New York City we're going into. This is the most expensive city in the world, really. We're bringing them spoiled products. We're giving them diarrhea and the bellyache, and the indigestion, really. Foodborne diseases, I mean, we're doing it on purpose. Mike Atkinson is doing it on purpose. I'm doing everything to prevent it, and some other carriers too, but Mike Atkinson is doing everything to poison New York City. I swear to God, I mean, how stupid or sick you have to be, you know? I mean, listen, and he still gets paid for it. I swear to God, yeah. And he gets, yeah, he's double dipping because he's getting bribes from Harrisburg Logistics, from the guys who checking off into the fucking load, you know, from his boss. I mean, wow. You wouldn't believe it, I swear to you. We're gonna make more videos. I'm gonna show you how they handle this, but I mean, seriously, one pallet, close to 600 miles of travel to deliver one pallet, pretty much worthless stuff. Some Gatorade, some cookies, and some kids juices. You can purchase this in supermarket for less than the strip is costing me in tolls. Right? You guys really need to pull your head out of your ass, and that's gonna happen fast because it needs to happen fast before people gonna start getting sick and dying, you know. And Mike Atkinson's gonna, I guess, I don't know, be dancing on their graves or something. I don't know what the fuck is this guy's problem, but there is issues, believe me. You would, I swear to you, would never want any part of this. You would never want any part of Amazon Fresh and their product. You would never. I'm doing my part, other carriers are doing their part. We're doing way more than we're getting paid for. Our product is clean, our product has arrived safely, our product does arrive safely, our product is in temp, it's fresh. We're doing our part, we're sleeping well at night. I don't know how my Atkinson sleeps, how Jeff Bezos sleeps, but believe me, New York City is having a lot of people on their toilets at night times after what Harrisburg Logistics delivers to them. Really. Not right. Not safe, not right, and not ethical, and definitely illegal. I mean, really. 19, 18, 20, 21, 22, 24, 28, up to the longest trip I've seen is 31 hours. 31 hours, driver is for 31 hours on duty and driving non-stop color. Up to 31 hours, no sleep, no rest. If he goes over to rest, he's gonna get ROC calls, he's gonna get yelled, he may lose his job and all of this. So he's doing it. He's doing it. He needs to pay bills, he is a job, he's doing it. If he turns down the trip, he's gonna get also in trouble, even deeper trouble right now because they doing more penalties for rejecting the loads than ever before. So even rejection of one or two loads can prevent a carrier from having a job. So really, between ROC, between Indians not speaking English, not understanding the product, not understanding the transportation laws, Mike Atkinson getting product he doesn't understand, he has nothing, he has no knowledge about procedures of carrying the product, how it's supposed to be transported, how it should be arriving in, you know, like that people should follow certain protocol as far as those are concerned. Everything is a concern. Everything is a safety issue. Everything is a law issue here and a violation. But most importantly, I mean, guys, under no circumstances you can allow people tampering with food. You know, food is going to be eaten by our friends, our neighbors, and their children. You know. Under no circumstances, a contracted carrier gets paid double, triple, maybe even quadruple of what we're getting paid, and we're actually doing our work and doing it right. And he's fucking it all up for all of us. Sick, deviated people do exist, and you need to be vigilant. You need to pay attention and do your part.